In the misty highlands of West Papua, Indonesia, where clouds drift low over ancient forests and the air is thick with the scent of earth and wood smoke, life moves to a rhythm shaped by centuries of tradition. Here, ancient customs are not just memories, they are woven into the fabric of daily existence, guiding how people work, celebrate, and even how they love. Among the most striking of these customs is the bride price, a marriage negotiation not sealed with rings or vows, but with the exchange of pigs, the most prized possession in these highlands. For tribes like the Dani, Lani, and Yali, a daughter's hand in marriage is measured in livestock. The number of pigs exchanged is not just a transaction but a symbol of respect, gratitude, and the binding of two families in mutual obligation. Elders gather to negotiate, each pig representing months or even years of hard work. The process is intricate, involving the entire community, and every detail is steeped in meaning. Outsiders may see this as outdated or even oppressive, questioning the fairness or relevance of such a practice in the modern world. But for the people of these highlands, the bride price is a vital social ritual, a way to honor ancestors, maintain harmony, and ensure the well-being of both families. The pigs themselves are more than animals. They are living symbols of wealth, status, and the groom's ability to provide for his new family. Their care and presentation reflect the seriousness of the commitment being made. The ceremony is a public affirmation. Two families joined, witnessed by the entire village, with laughter, song, and the sharing of food marking the occasion. To truly understand this tradition, we must look beyond our own assumptions and see its meaning through Papuan eyes, recognizing the deep sense of identity and belonging it provides. This is a story about more than marriage. It's about the endurance of culture, the importance of survival, and the universal search for connection and meaning in a rapidly changing world. Bride price, or muskawin, is rooted in the clan-based, animist societies of West Papua. Marriage here is a strategic alliance, not just a union of two people. When a woman marries, her family loses a vital member. The bride price compensates for this loss. Pigs, the ultimate symbol of wealth, are exchanged to restore balance and honor both families. The negotiations are complex, involving elders and reflecting the status of each clan. Over centuries, this practice became central to identity and survival. The exchange is less about goods, more about relationships and mutual respect. Arranging a marriage through bride price is a communal affair. It starts with discreet talks between families, often led by elders. If both sides agree, negotiations begin. How many pigs? What other valuables? The bride's skills and family reputation influence the price. Once agreed, the groom's family gathers the pigs, often with help from relatives. A public ceremony follows. Pigs are paraded and presented, inspected by the bride's family. Acceptance seals the union, followed by a feast for the whole village. For the bride, it's a moment of transition. For the groom's family, a source of pride. The process binds two clans, not just two individuals. The ritual ends with celebration, but also marks a new chapter for both families. Bride price is both economic engine and cultural glue. It is a tradition that weaves together the destinies of families, shaping not just individual lives but the entire community's future. The ritual of exchanging wealth for marriage is more than a transaction. It is a statement of belonging, responsibility, and respect for ancestral customs. In a world without banks, pigs are wealth, circulating through marriages, redistributing resources. Each pig represents months, sometimes years, of care and investment, and their movement from one family to another is a visible sign of trust and alliance. The bride price system ensures that resources are shared, not hoarded, and that prosperity is measured in relationships as much as in livestock. Families invest years in raising pigs, making marriage a serious collective commitment. The entire clan participates, pooling their efforts and resources, and in doing so, they reinforce bonds that stretch across generations. The process of preparing for a marriage is a test of patience, cooperation, and foresight, as every member has a role to play in ensuring the union's success. Divorce is rare. Returning the bride price is a heavy burden, so families mediate disputes. Elders step in to resolve conflicts, emphasizing reconciliation over separation. The high stakes of returning the bride price mean that every effort is made to keep marriages intact, and the community's stability depends on these careful negotiations. For men, paying bride price proves maturity and status. For women, it affirms their value. The act of giving and receiving is public, witnessed by the whole village, and it marks a rite of passage for both families. It is a moment of pride, but also of great responsibility, as the expectations of the community are now placed upon the couple. The ceremony reinforces social roles and kinship ties, but also highlights the patriarchal structure. Men and women each have defined parts to play, and the rituals serve as reminders of the values and hierarchies that have guided the Dani for centuries. Yet, these traditions are not static. They adapt, subtly shifting with each generation. Yet, women's central role is clear. Without them, the clan cannot survive. Their labor sustains the community, and their wisdom shapes its future. Women are the backbone of daily life, from tending crops to raising children, and their influence is felt in every aspect of the clan's survival. From within, the system is seen as honoring women, even if outsiders see commodification. The rituals and exchanges are meant to celebrate women's importance, not diminish it, and the Dani take pride in the respect shown to brides and mothers. Still, the outside world often struggles to understand these customs, viewing them through a different cultural lens. Bride price addresses needs for stability, order, and continuity. It is a safeguard against chaos, a way to ensure that families remain connected and that the next generation inherits a world of meaning and structure. It's a complex mechanism, balancing economics and identity. Through the bride price, the Dani people maintain a delicate equilibrium between tradition and change, between individual desires and collective well-being, ensuring that their unique way of life endures. The real meaning of bride price emerges most vividly in the personal stories passed down through generations. These stories are not just tales, they are living memories, woven into the fabric of daily life in Papua New Guinea. Each family, each village, carries its own version, shaped by love, sacrifice, and tradition. Take Yasin, a young man whose journey to marriage began years before he met his bride. He spent countless days tending to his family's pigs, waking before dawn, feeding and caring for them, knowing that each animal represented a step closer to his future with Alina. When the day finally arrived, Yasin's family presented 20 pigs, a display of pride, sacrifice, and deep respect for tradition. The entire village gathered, witnessing not just a transaction, but a celebration of family and community. For Maria, the bride, the negotiations were a time of both anxiety and hope. She watched as her family discussed her worth, knowing that a high bride price would bring honor to her name, but also feeling the weight of expectation. The process was long, filled with tense silences and careful words, as every detail was considered. When the price was finally paid, Maria felt a deep sense of being valued and respected by both families. Yet, beneath the pride, she faced the bittersweet challenge of leaving her childhood home, stepping into a new life, and saying goodbye to the people who raised her. Not all stories are joyful. For some, the bride price brings sorrow and uncertainty. Some families struggle to meet the high demands, leading to arguments, broken relationships, or even elopement. The pressure can divide families, leaving wounds that last for years. Elders in the community worry as the tradition changes. Where once pigs and shells were exchanged, now money and modern goods are often demanded. Many fear that the true meaning of bride price, honor, respect, and connection, is being lost in the rush for material wealth. For mothers, the emotions are especially complex. They feel immense pride when their daughter's bride price is high, a sign of her value and the family's standing. But that pride is mixed with grief as they watch their daughters leave, knowing that no amount of pigs or money can fill the space left behind. The bride price is both gain and loss. A transaction measured in livestock, but felt deeply in the heart. It is a moment of celebration and of mourning, a turning point in the lives of everyone involved. These stories reveal the pride, the struggle, and the deep emotion that surround the tradition. Each face in the crowd tells a different story, of hope, of sacrifice, of dreams for the future. The tradition of bride price is not just a custom, it is a lived reality, shaping the rhythm of daily life in villages across Papua New Guinea. It influences relationships, decisions, and the very structure of families. It brings honor and security, but also pain and separation. The joy of union is always shadowed by the ache of parting. The meaning of bride price is complex, shaped by every family's unique experience. It is a tradition that evolves with each generation, reflecting both the past and the changing present. Bride price is a source of both unity and tension, a tradition that binds communities together, even as it tests the strength of families and the hearts of those involved. Bride price is now a battleground between cultural defenders and human rights advocates. Critics argue it commodifies women, fuels forced marriage, and traps women in abusive relationships. The pressure to return bride price can keep women from leaving unhappy marriages. Defenders insist it honors women and cements family bonds, fearing abolition would erode social stability. They see outside criticism as a threat to identity and cohesion. The system also provides social insurance, supporting both families. The debate is not just about tradition, but about survival and dignity. The future of bride price hangs between these competing values. Modernity is reshaping bride price in West Papua. Indonesian law sets marriage age limits and discourages forced unions, but enforcement is patchy. Cash and modern goods are now part of negotiations, shifting the tradition toward commerce. Elders lament the loss of symbolism as money replaces pigs. Education and media expose youth to new ideas, individual rights, love and gender equality. Young people increasingly question the tradition, creating a generational divide. Some couples blend old and new, symbolic bride price, mutual consent. Educated women push back, seeking partnership over transaction. Change is slow and uneven, but the winds are shifting. The future of bride price is being rewritten by the next generation. Local Papuan women are leading a movement for reform, not abolition. They run workshops, discuss rights, and promote girls' education, framing change as family strength. Activists support victims, offering counseling and safe spaces despite community resistance. Their work is risky, but they persist, empowering women and challenging harmful practices. They argue an educated girl brings more value than a high bride price. These women are not importing Western feminism, but building a homegrown movement. Their efforts are slow, but they're planting seeds of transformation. By blending respect for tradition with new ideas, they envision a future of equality. The movement is reshaping what it means to honor women in West Papua. Change is coming from within, one conversation at a time. Bride price in West Papua sits at the crossroads of tradition and modernity. The challenge is to respect culture while protecting individual rights. The system evolved to meet real needs, alliances, stability, and wealth sharing. Change must come from within, led by those who understand its fabric. Human rights, autonomy, education, choice, cannot be compromised. The goal is not to destroy culture, but to help it grow more just and equitable. The answer lies in dialogue, listening to elders, and to young women dreaming of change. In this balance, West Papua can find a path to a more humane future,